In the adrenaline-fueled world of Formula One racing, one name has been dominating headlines in recent years: Max Verstappen. With his remarkable talent, daring overtakes, and unwavering determination, Verstappen has emerged as a force to be reckoned with on the racetrack, taking home most rewards and at the same time leaving opponents reeling in his dust. In this video, we'll delve into 10 awe-inspiring moments that showcase Verstappen's unparalleled skill and his ability to humiliate his opponents with effortless precision. Join us in this exciting journey as we recount some of the memorable instances where Verstappen left his opponents trailing in his wake. Number 10. Max versus Charles Leclerc in the 2022 Miami Grand Prix. With stunning driving prowess and a winning streak, Max Verstappen dominated the 2022 F1 season, and the Red Bull racer held that record to the first ever Miami Grand Prix held at the 5.421-kilometer-long purpose-built Miami Autodrome circuit. After 57 adrenaline-fueled laps, Max gleefully accomplished his aim in Miami by beating Ferrari Charles Leclerc to the first position. Max exerted his extraordinary driving skills as he executed a beautiful maneuver to leapfrog Charles with his signature inside turn just before the last bend. This excellent driving method allowed him to outmaneuver and outrun Leclerc, securing the first position and leaving his opponent reeling in humiliation. Number 9. Max Verstappen humiliated Lewis Hamilton in the Brazil Grand Prix 2019. When it comes to the F1 world, Lewis Hamilton is a huge force to be reckoned with, but the Mercedes racer lost his victory to Max Verstappen in the Brazilian Grand Prix 2019. In an incident-packed Brazilian Grand Prix, Max Verstappen claimed his third win of the season with a perfectly judged drive. The highlight of the event is the enthralling way Max beat the legendary Hamilton. Max overtook Hamilton in a breathtaking move that left fans around the world in awe. Despite Hamilton's effort to retake the lead, Max's driving power and skills made it impossible for the then six-time world champion. The race was exciting from start to finish, with Hamilton and Leclerc vying for the second and third positions respectively. However, Max Verstappen emerged the winner, taking home his 8th career win. As the race neared its climax, Max Verstappen executed a daring overtake on Hamilton, leaving the reigning champion trailing in his wake. Number 9. Max Verstappen versus Nico Rosberg in the 2016 British Grand Prix. The 2016 Formula One season has been dominated by Mercedes, with Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton leading the pack. However, this is to turn into a story as Max Verstappen leaves Nico Rosberg in his dust at the British Grand Prix of the season held at Silverstone. The race was grueling as it started in the rain, preventing the racers from seeing where they were going, but Verstappen didn't let the natural cause hinder him. The highlight came on lap 16 when Verstappen passed Rosberg around the outside of Beckett's while the pair were on intermediate tires. At the end of the race, Verstappen clinched the first position, while Rosberg was dropped from the second position to the third. The reason is that Mercedes violated a new rule during the race. Rosberg encountered a gearbox while racing, and Mercedes taught him how to fix it, which contravened the 2016 tightened regulations on how far teams can go to assist their drivers in the car while racing. Number 7. Max Verstappen versus Daniel Riccardo in the 2017 Chinese Grand Prix. Max Verstappen and Daniel Riccardo have fought out a series of close battles since becoming Red Bull Racing teammates in 2016. One such tussle occurred during the Chinese Grand Prix in Shanghai. Max Verstappen had a late start due to a faulty engine, making him start from P16. However, Verstappen capped a remarkable charge from 16th on the grid to the final place thanks to the stunning driving sense he adopted, which some consider to be one of the best in Formula One history. In the first lap, he advanced 9 laps and continued at that speed till he reached P3 on the final lap. His fierce competition with teammate Daniel Ricciardo lasted 5 laps. In the final lap, Verstappen fought off Ricciardo, who was trying every move to edge over him shortly before the final lap. But Verstappen's ruggedity made it impossible for him. Verstappen not only humiliated humiliates Riccardo, but also showcases his superior defensive skills and control over him. Max finished third after Hamilton and Vettel. Number 6. Max Verstappen versus Lewis Hamilton in the 2018 United States Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton will forever remember the 2018 United States Grand Prix, and that's due to his failure to clinch his 5th World Championship title and also the humiliation he undergoes at the hands of Max Verstappen. At one point in the race, Verstappen decided to put forth his amazing driving abilities, embarrassing the legendary Hamilton in the process. After just 7 circuits, he quickly moved into the top 5 with a series of overtakes and then kept up with the charging power to give himself a chance to win. With a few laps remaining, he was in second place behind Kimi Räikkönen, but he had to defend his spot against Hamilton, who was following closely behind him. By driving defensively, he was able to keep the British driver on edge. His performance was spectacular and a testimonial to his superb driving skills. Number 5. Max versus Charles Leclerc at the 2019 Austrian Grand Prix. Despite having a dreadful start by dropping from 2nd on the grid to 7th, Max beats every other racer to win the 2019 Austrian Grand Prix, but not without some efforts. After starting badly, the Dutchman came alive and was comfortably the fastest car in the field. He didn't waste that pace, pulling off a string of moves to rise up to 2nd before setting his sights on Ferrari's Leclerc. After lining him up for a couple of laps, Verstappen attacked the Ferrari on the run up the hill to lap 3, but Leclerc held him off. Next time around, on lap 68, the Red Bull driver got ahead, but Leclerc somehow managed to hang on around the outside to outdrag the Red Bull and retain the lead. But on lap 69, Verstappen attacked again. This time, Leclerc didn't defend the inside line. Verstappen didn't need asking twice and stuck his Red Bull up the inside. That forced Leclerc wide and the 2 banged wheels, with Verstappen taking the lead and ultimately the win. Number 4. Max humiliated Bottas in the 2020 70th Anniversary Grand Prix. Mercedes started the 2020 season on a strong footing, winning the first 4 races, and the team was to continue its winning streak in the 70th Anniversary Grand Prix of the season. But Red Bull, Max ended it. The Dutchman ran longer than either Mercedes in the first stint to set up the victory, and although he dropped back behind early race leader Bottas after his first pit stop, he swiftly and decisively overtook the Finn for the lead. Number 3. Max humiliated Valtteri Bottas again at the 2021 Dutch Grand Prix. As if winning at his expense at the 70th Anniversary Grand Prix wasn't enough, Max defeated Bottas again at the Dutch Grand Prix. He overtook the Mercedes duo of Bottas and Hamilton to win the coveted title in front of his home fans. The home crowd went agog as Verstappen led from start to finish to take the championship lead as a result. Although it wasn't Verstappen's first exciting win in his career, it was one of the most stunning as he drove past Bottas, going from P2 to P1. Number 2. Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Although Perez is Verstappen's teammate, Max humiliated him by winning the Azerbaijan Grand Prix ahead of him. He opened up a 21-point advantage over his teammate as his team finished 1-2 in the Azerbaijan GP. Perez led for the opening 14 laps until Verstappen caught up with him and raced by him on the entrance of the 15th lap. Number 1. Max humiliated Felipe Nasr in the 2015 Belgian Grand Prix. Back in 2015, when Max was still a rookie, we thought there would be a long-term rivalry between him and Felipe Nasr. But what Max did to him at the Belgian GP was so humiliating that he spun out of the track, which later made him quit the sport early. The way Verstappen maneuvered when overtaking Felipe even earned him the 2015 Best Overtake Award. Max Verstappen's career has been filled with a series of exciting moments that have solidified his status as one of the greatest drivers in Formula One history. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, check out the next video on the screen to be in the know about Mercedes' attempt to be the dominator of the Formula One world again. See you there.